Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and at the end of every year, Humble do some of their best-selling bundles throughout the year back as an encore in December, and this year is no exception, and two of the best-selling Unity assets are back. So there were two great Unity bundles. I believe it was back in September. Both of them are back for a limited time, so if you missed them the first time, they are here. So we're going to take a quick look at what you get in both of these bundles. There is the Unity Tools bundle and the Art bundle. Now, Tools is actually my favorite. It's also the most expensive, so the better bundle costs more. Hey, that makes sense, doesn't it? If you don't know how this works, Humble Bundle is a collection of stuff, in this case Unity assets, organized into tiers. You buy a higher dollar value tier, you get all of the tiers below it. So as you can see here, you've got the, this will be $30 USD tier. This is almost $30, so in the middle tier almost never makes sense. And then there is a $1 tier here. I'm going to cover these as if they were all a single tier. I've also done in-depth videos on a number of these assets, so if you want to learn more, I'll point out some of those videos as we go. With Humble, you decide how your money is allocated between Humble, charity, the publisher, and if you so choose to do, and thank you so much if you do, to help support Game From Scratch. If you're wondering how these actually work out, if you buy the bundle, you get a redemption key. You take it to the Unity asset store, put that key in a single time, and all of those items will unlock for your account. So other than that, it's like you purchased them on the asset store going forward, so you are going to get updates, etc. So what are we getting in the Tools bundle? Well, you're getting a collection of, well, tools, things to extend the engine, frameworks, that kind of stuff. And again, this one is my favorite of the two bundles here. This is one of the ones I have covered. This is Top-Down Engine. This is from More Mountains, the maker of, I think they make the side-scrolling engine as well as the Corgi engine. If you're doing a top-down style of game, this is basically the framework of everything you need to do it. As you can see, if you want to pick this one up, you're basically getting everything else for free and then some. So that's how this works more or less. Everything else is free as long as one item on it makes sense to you. Then we get the Magic Light Probes. Light Probes is one of those things that is interesting in Unity, keeps changing over time. But this basically just makes it so super fast building of light probes. We got Prefab World Builder. This is a set of tools for actually placing objects in your world, etc. I'm not sure if I did a video on this one or not. We got Unistorm for creating volumetric clouds, sky, modular weather, cloud systems, and so on. The newest version of Unity did actually get some of this functionality, but you probably a little bit while before you could be able to use the text stream version. By the way, any one of these you can actually drill down and learn a little bit more about it, as well as watch a quick video on the subject. Smart Lighting 2D, Storyteller. This is for doing like cutscenes and scriptable events and so on in your game. We get Destroy It, Destruction System. I don't know if I did a video on that one or not. Then we got Full Screen Editor, one of my favorite quickie tools. This allows you to take any of the windows, such as the game, the editor, the scene, so on, and just boom them up full screen. So you press F10 and boom, it goes up. Unfortunately, it's not working great with M1 powered Macs, but if you're on a PC, this one is actually really handy. Better UI. For creating GUI toolkits. The UI toolkit is probably going to deprecate the value of this one to a certain degree, but if you're on an older version of Unity, it could be useful to you. We have Fluxy. This is a 2.5D fluid simulator. I did a video on this one, so if you want to do quick and fast fluid simulations, Fluxy is for you. Again, it's XY, so it's on a single plane, so it's for flat fluid simulations, not for 3D volumetrics. Then we get Endless Book. This is actually kind of neat. This is for creating 3D books. So if you actually want to have 3D scrollable model books in your world, that's what Endless Book is all about. Another one of my personal favorites is Script Inspector 3. This is one of those assets I'm like, why the hell isn't this already built into Unity? It basically gives you a built-in, fully integrated code editor with things like, error reporting, auto-completion, and so on. So you don't need to load up Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code. You can literally just do your editing directly inside of Unity. I use this one constantly. It's a little time saver, especially if you're just doing quick and dirty work. Dialogue system for Unity, the collectible card game kit for Unity. This one is for creating, obviously, card-style games. It's got all the multiplayer components that you would need in there as well. We have Very Animation, streamlines Unity animation editing, editing of humanoid animations, which are difficult to edit in Unity. Allows for users to simultaneously edit generic elements such as hair, blend shapes, etc. Then we got the Mech Combat Kit, the blocks engine for doing like stencil-like programming inside your game. So if you want to create a program, like a game where your end users can program it, and you want to give them a visual programming interface, this is a very neat implementation for that. I do believe I did a video on this one at one point in time. We get the Train Controller Ultimate Collection, a Broccoli Tree Creator for creating trees, performance tools, so a collection of different tools, things for doing optimizing your meshes, etc. True Shadows UI Soft Shadow and Glow, Archimatics Pro, a powerful node-based parametric modeling extension for Unity. And we get RPG cameras and controllers, procedural circular health bar pro, bones stimulator, and then you get a 10% off on the asset store coupon. So that is the tools bundle. The art bundle, on the other hand, is much more straightforward in what you're getting because generally it's just art packs. I shouldn't say just, but it is art packs. One of my favorite things out of this was Quibbly. This is a quick and dirty, fast-to-use anime shader. So you can basically get this cel-shaded look out of your existing scene. Fairly simple. I did a video on this one. The Polygon Dungeon Pack, Totally Music Collection, Monsters Ultimate Pack number 2, the Ultimate Sound Effects Bundle, Meadow Environment Dynamic Nature, which, by the way, if you're a Unreal Engine developer, is currently available on a bundle from them. The Boing Kit Bouncy VFX tool, Toon Fantasy Nature, Pro Pixelizer. We got a couple of these tools that basically create pixel art out of 3D images in this bundle, but Pro Pixelizer is one of those. Forest Animals, Party Monster Rumble Pack, Eternal Temple, Quirky Series Animals Mega Pack Volumes 1 and 2, Monsters Sound Pack, Character Creator 2D for creating 2D sprites, Magica Cloth, Footsteps Sound Pack, Basic Motions Birds Pack, Little Dragons Tiger, RPG VFX Bundle, Map Graph for creating 2D maps procedurally or generated. Then we get, again, and have another tool for creating pixel art out of 3D. This one I think is more dynamic than the other one. A snow and ice shader and a seamless tile texture generator. So that is the other bundle. The key thing about this one, though, is the top tier bundle is, I believe that's 25 USD. So this one is a little bit cheaper than the tools bundle. But again, of the two, I found the tools bundle by far more interesting. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, if you are an Unreal Engine developer, there's actually some great opportunities for you as well. There is the Unreal Nature and Fantasy Assets bundle. I've done a video on that. I will link that down below if you want to check that one out. Also, there is the Unreal Engine Ultimate GameDev Assets, which actually just got extended for a week. So if you're looking to pick up some 3D environments for Unreal Engine, they have you covered there as well. So this is a bunch of the outdoor environments, and over here is various different sets of environments, ancient ruins, a coffee shop, forest settings, and so on. So between these two and the Unreal Engine giveaways, you can get a ton of environment bundles stuff out there. So if you're an Unreal Engine developer, don't worry, you are not being left out here. And if you're a Blender user, there's also the GameDev TV GameArt in Blender course going on still, and if you are a GDevelop developer, there is also the no-code GameDev bundle. I did videos on these ones as well. So there's a ton of content out there for game developers on Humble right now. The two major ones, again, are these two are back on Encore, looks like for basically the rest of the year. So if you missed them the first time, this one especially, the tools bundle, is a gem. It's a hell of a deal. It's kind of a complete no-brainer. As I mentioned earlier on, I have done videos on some of these tools. This one, I cover full screen Editor and Script Inspector 3. These are two of the things that I install almost every single new project when I create a Unity project. Again, this one enables you to boom any screen up to full size. It's great for doing screenshots without having to actually run your game. And this one over here is, again, an integrated code editor directly inside of Unity. I can't believe they haven't implemented this themselves at this point in time, but it kind of does change the way you work. Highly recommend those two from the tools bundle. Again, I did a video on the top-down engine. It is very good if you're trying to create Enter the Dungeon or Gungeon, I guess it was, or Legend of Zelda, those top-down style games. It's got basically everything you need to get going. And on top of that, there is a ton of like examples to work with. It's an amazingly robust package there. And then we've got the Quibbly for creating shell-shaded animations inside of the Unity engine in just seconds. So the two bundles are back on Encore. The first one is the Tools Holiday, the Tools Bundle, Holiday Encore, and the second one is the Art Bundle, Holiday Encore. I think I've covered most of the big things here. There's a couple I don't know that I have. I don't know if I ever covered Prefab, World Builder. I did cover Fluxy for sure. I don't think I covered Vari Animation. I think this was covered in a video, as was this. So there's some of these things I haven't covered in depth. If there's something that's specific that a bunch of you want me to cover in a follow-up video, do let me know. Just first off, just search for Game from Scratch and then the name of the plugin, and there's a chance I've already done a video of it from a previous bundle. But if I haven't, if there's something out there you'd like to see me cover in more depth, please do let me know, and I will try my best. And again, if you are an Unreal Engine developer, these two bundles are still ongoing. This one got extended for another week, so we are absolutely spoiled for content over on Humble right now. And again, if you use my link, I do get, or I guess you have the option of giving me a small commission, and I very much appreciate when you do that. So let me know what you think of these bundles in general, and I shall talk to you all later. Goodbye.